Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. This video is going to be about an anime that I've been watching the dub of, and it's about on episode 4 or 5. But it's pretty good. It's called like Remake Our Lives. I think the sub's done, or it was close to being done. I don't know. But it's about this guy who goes back in time 10 years, but he starts out the series starts out where you see him and he's a game developer. He makes a game, and then but his whole dream, he was originally going to go to art school, but he decided not to, and his company went under. And then he then he lived with his parents for a while and his sister, and then he found a job helping a company that makes video games, and then that company went under, or they canceled the project because he came in to help and he was like really invested in the company. And the boss of that company, I felt like they kind of had a connection. He kind of liked her. That'd be my guess, because they went out on drinks together and she relied on him a lot and all this stuff. And he really wishes he could go back in time and fix the mistake that he made, which was not going to art school. Because if you have a dream, the whole message of this show is if you have a dream, you should follow it. If you have something that you really want to do, go for it. Because you're going to regret it later in life. That's what the show keeps pushing and telling you. Anyways, then he gets sent back. He gets sent back 10 years, realizes he got sent back 10 years, which was his whole goal, was to get sent back. Because that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to redo the last 10 years of his life. So then he decides he's going to go to art school. So he gets to art school, and he moves into this house. So he still has the memories from the last 10 years. So he is far above everyone else, because he's going in he was already in the industry and wanted to. But he's going to get that college degree, which will help him, I guess. More experience, he'll be even more better, have more opportunities. And in this world that he lives in, there's these people that are incredibly good at the arts. I don't know. It was hard to understand, in my opinion. And he goes back to time, and he goes to the art school, as I said. And then he moves into this house, and there's this girl that's really good at drawing. And then there's this girl who says she wants to be an actor. I'll get to her later. She's blonde, and yeah, she's pretty cute. And then there's a guy who's really good at making movies or stories, and he's really good at art. These three people are incredibly talented. And his whole thing is he is looking down on himself because he had the last couple of years of his life and he was never talented. Oh, and then he runs into his boss on one of the days, his old boss, the redheaded girl. And he is very much down on himself. But he also has the last 10 years of experience, so he's far above everyone else. So everyone in the show keeps mentioning how he's so grown up, how he's so this, how he's so that. The show is very interesting. And the premises it tries to push, and the narrative it tries to tell, and the story is pretty interesting. I would highly recommend to watch this anime. Now, if you haven't watched the show, click off now. I'll give you a few seconds to click off, because the rest of this video is going to be spoilers. I'm going to get into what happens in the story so far. And I'm probably going to make weekly videos on this show, because I really enjoy it. Anyways, so then he goes to class, he's learning, and then they make a movie. Him and his roommates all make a movie together. And it's about a beach, and they take a picture every day or something like that. It's about the beach and growing older and stuff. Well, his only guy roommate, I don't remember his name. I'm sorry, I really don't remember people's names very well. But his male roommate accidentally ordered the wrong camera equipment. So they got like a camera that's meant for pictures and not videos. So they have to do... So he comes up, the main character comes up with a solution, and they fix it, which is they take pictures, and then they take a bunch of pictures, and they use that as like the film and replace of like like a video. So they fix the problem. But the girl, they dub over it and stuff like that, and then the girl adds art. The one little girl who has blue hair adds art because she's ungodly talented. Back in his time, before this, she was a really talented artist, and he was in love with her art. So he's trying to help her pursue her dream. He's trying to help all these people pursue their dreams besides his own, in my opinion. And he's egging all these people on to go into the fields that they want to go into, which we do figure out later that the blonde-haired girl actually doesn't want to be an actor. She's always wanted to be a singer, but she sucks at singing because she's tone deaf, is what she tries to convince people. But then she goes and she sings, and his old boss, the redheaded girl, comes in and tells her, yo, what the fuck? Because they make another project together with her because their last project was a success, but they didn't win. Then they make another project, and they do win, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure they win, though. And everyone around him keeps telling him the same fucking thing. You seem so grown up. You seem so grown up. And all these women are, like, falling for him. Which, to each their own. I think he's the most boring and least interesting character in the show. But I guess when you're at, like, college age and this person seems so mature and responsible, it make you probably like them, in my opinion. I don't know. That's just my 2 cents in the subject. Anyways, back to the story. The redheaded girl, his old boss, yells at her and like, you don't want to be an actor because there's no way you do. You're not putting your soul into this. You are faking it like you actually want to do this, and it pisses me off because you have such an incredible voice and this and that. And she like goes on this like 10-minute raid about how this is pissing her off because she's wasting her talents, not singing and not following what she actually wants to do because she has a beautiful voice and this and that and that, blah, 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 and all that stuff. And then she cries, and then she realizes, then the main character comes and talks to her, and she's like, the main character's like, yo, I made this, like, what it would sound like if he could sing properly, like, video thing, and shows it to her. And he's like, this is what you should work towards. I'll help you as much as you can. She starts practicing singing. She wants to be a singer, because why the fuck not? It's better than being an actress, I guess. I don't know. And then he's also trying to convince his other female roommate, who has blue hair, that she needs to draw, and, like, be good at that. And he's, like, having interactions with her, helping her with life, because, you know, she's a college student. He is, like, a 30-year-old man trapped in a college student's body. Kind of weird, if you ask me. But, well, I digress. I digress. You can't change the story. He's helping her, and she's falling in love with him. And then all of the girls are falling in love with him. Like, I honestly think he's going to have to pick one. But in his previous life, he was a loner loser. Weeboo, all this shit. You know, all the bad terms you would describe people like that. Shut-in, neek, all that shit. But in his redo, he's so much more popular. He's so much more confident. He has all these skills. He takes care of people. He's doing all this stuff. He's grown. He's different. He's built different. And the story is very interesting. And I want to see where it goes and what else is going on. I didn't think I'd like usually time travel's not like a specific like genre that I'm very interested in, but this definitely handles it properly, and I would highly I would give this anime like a 7 out of 10. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye.